Paul Heyman's a visionary, a master orator, and a pivotal figure in sports entertainment. From his groundbreaking work in ECW to his unforgettable stints in WWE and beyond, Paul Heyman's career is nothing short of extraordinary. From behind the camera to steering the careers of some of the most iconic wrestlers, his career is nothing short of Hall of Fame worthy. But what exactly makes Heyman stand out in a world filled with larger-than-life personalities and epic showdowns? Well, that's what we're here to uncover. Paul Heyman's journey to the Hall of Fame is a tale of passion, determination, and sheer talent. From sneaking backstage at Madison Square Garden as a teenager to rubbing elbows with legends like Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes at Wrestle Party 85, Heyman's charisma and wit have always set him apart. Heyman's influence on the industry has been immense as a photojournalist for the WWF and later a writer for publications like Pro Wrestling Illustrated. And now, as he takes his rightful place in the Hall of Fame, we'll look back on a career that has truly left an indelible mark on the wrestling world. Take advantage of this unforgettable journey. Let's take a trip back to 1987 when Paul Heyman burst on the wrestling scene as a manager, making waves in independent circuits and Championship Wrestling Florida. But his journey escalated when Bam Bam Bigelow from Jim Crockett's promotion sought him out to become his manager. From there, Heyman elevated his game in the Continental Wrestling Association and American Wrestling Association, solidifying his reputation as a force to be reckoned with. Enter Paul E. Dangerously, the brash New Yorker with a yuppie attitude, strutting down the aisle with a mobile phone in hand. Inspired by the iconic Gordon Gekko from Wall Street, Heyman crafted a persona that was both cocky and cunning. With his slick back hair and sharp suits, Paul E. Dangerously exuded confidence, captivating fans with his magnetic presence. By 1988, Heyman was deeply entrenched in the wrestling landscape, managing the original Midnight Express and Mean Mark Callis in Jim Crockett Promotions. However, his journey took a surprising turn when he transitioned into an announcer role alongside the legendary Jim Ross, working on WTBS, World Championship Wrestling. Heyman honed his skills behind the mic, learning invaluable lessons from Ross that would shape his career for years to come. In the early 1990s, WCW needed a revolution, and Paul Heyman emerged as the mastermind behind one of wrestling's most infamous stables, the Dangerous Alliance. Leading the charge as spokesman and ringside manager, Heyman propelled the group to notoriety, with the magnetic Rick Rude at its core. Heyman credits Rude as a mentor, shaping the path of future icons like Stone Cold Steve Austin. However, tensions brewed behind the scenes, leading to clashes with WCW booker Bill Watts and ultimately Heyman's dismissal. The aftermath saw Heyman file a lawsuit against WCW in February 1993, alleging wrongful termination and ethnic discrimination. Though the legal battle cast a shadow over his time in WCW, Heyman's legacy as the architect of the Dangerous Alliance endures. His vision and creativity continue to influence wrestling to this day, inspiring generations of fans and performers alike. Paul Heyman's departure from WCW in the early 90s marked the beginning of a transformative journey that would reshape professional wrestling forever. His next destination? Eastern Championship Wrestling, ECW. And it was the birthplace of a revolution. After a brief stint in Texas with Jim Crockett Jr. ended due to creative differences, Heyman joined forces with Eddie Gilbert at NWA's Eastern Championship Wrestling, owned by Todd Gordon. When Gilbert's behavior became untenable, Heyman seized the opportunity to take charge. At Ultra Clash, he assumed creative control, sparking a revolution in ECW. Under Heyman's leadership, ECW underwent a radical transformation and was rebranded as Extreme Championship Wrestling. Heyman, now known as Paul E. Dangerously, managed a diverse roster, including Sabu and 911, fostering an environment of innovation and creativity. Heyman and Gordon recognized the need to break away from the norm, declaring ECW its entity and encouraging wrestlers to voice their frustrations with the status quo. This bold approach captured the wrestling world's attention, propelling ECW to new heights. In May 1995, Heyman took full control of ECW, steering it towards uncharted territory and forming an alliance with Vince McMahon's WWF. This symbiotic relationship allowed both promotions to benefit from talent exchanges and developmental opportunities. However, financial troubles plagued ECW in the early 2000s. Despite his best efforts, ECW succumbed to financial ruin, closing its doors on April 4, 2001, marking the end of an era. Though ECW may have ended, its legacy lives on, and Paul Heyman's contributions to the wrestling industry remain indelible. Despite the bittersweet end, Heyman's impact will never be forgotten. In February 2001, Paul Heyman stepped into the commentator's booth for WWF, filling Jerry Lawler's shoes during transition. His sharp wit and unapologetic style quickly won over audiences, but his tenure was marked by drama as he resumed his rivalry with Jim Ross. Heyman then made a bold move by resurrecting ECW within the WWF, leading to the formation of the Alliance alongside Shane McMahon's WCW faction. After the Alliance's defeat, Heyman was fired from the commentator role, but he found new success as a lead writer for SmackDown in 2002. Under his guidance, SmackDown dominated rating battles against WWE Raw. In professional wrestling, alliances are forged and broken with the turn of a heel, and no partnership was as impactful or tumultuous as that of Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar. Heyman took Lesnar under his wing, becoming a mentor and manager. Under Heyman's guidance, Lesnar achieved unprecedented success in WWE. Just 126 days after his main roster debut, Lesnar defeated The Rock at SummerSlam to capture the WWE Undisputed Championship, making history as the youngest champion at the time. But as the saying goes, all good things must end. At the Survivor Series, Heyman shocked the wrestling world when he turned on Lesnar, aligning himself with Big Show and helping him defeat Lesnar for the WWE Undisputed Championship. Though their partnership may have ended in betrayal, their impact on WWE will forever be etched in wrestling history. Heyman was then drafted to WWE Raw, where he quit because of his differences with Eric Bischoff. In May 2005, Paul Heyman returned to the wrestling world with a bang, joining Vince McMahon and Eric Bischoff to announce ECW One Night Stand. This marked the beginning of ECW's relaunch as a third WWE brand, with Heyman leading the charge both on and off camera. Heyman's authority was evident as he made draft picks for ECW, selecting Rob Van Dam for Raw and Kurt Angle for SmackDown. The pinnacle of ECW's resurgence came at One Night Stand, where RVD defeated John Cena for the World Championship, making history by holding both title belts. However, Heyman shocked the world on the July 4th episode of ECW by betraying RVD and helping Big Show win the ECW World Heavyweight Championship. This stunning betrayal left RVD and the ECW faithful reeling, forever altering the course of the brand. Paul Heyman developed a friendship with CM Punk during his days in WWE development. Heyman wanted Punk to be the champion of ECW. Instead, Vince McMahon chose Bobby Lashley to win the match. The creative difference with McMahon marked a brief time off for one of the most creative men in the wrestling business. Heyman and McMahon's relationship had always been tense, but it reached a breaking point during ECW's only pay-per-view under WWE. December to Dismember. Heyman found himself overruled on a number of decisions regarding the product, including a pivotal disagreement over the Extreme Elimination Chamber match. The argument centered around Heyman's belief that CM Punk should eliminate the Big Show via submission to push the Rising Star. McMahon disagreed, and Punk was ultimately eliminated first. Despite Stephanie's effort to stop Heyman from leaving WWE, Heyman officially parted ways with WWE on December 17, 2006. After stepping away from the script room for 5 years, Heyman returned with arguably his greatest role as the advocate for the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. Together, they dominated the WWE landscape, with Heyman's promos becoming as feared as Lesnar's F5. At SummerSlam, Lesnar unleashed his fury upon Triple H, proving that with Heyman in his corner, the Beast Incarnate was not stopping. On the September 3rd episode of Raw, the WWE Universe witnessed a seismic shift in the landscape of professional wrestling. Following a brutal attack on John Cena, CM Punk was seen fleeing the scene with Paul Heyman behind the wheel. Thus began one of the most unexpected alliances in WWE history. From accompanying Punk to the ring for his matches to delivering impassioned promos alongside him, Heyman proved to be the perfect mouthpiece for the straight-edge superstar. Together, they defied authority and captured the hearts of fans worldwide. As their partnership flourished, Heyman made a symbolic gesture, quietly cutting off his signature ponytail. It visually represented his evolution alongside Punk, shedding old conventions and embracing a new era of dominance. As WrestleMania 29 loomed on the horizon, Paul Heyman was at the center of two high-stakes battles, with CM Punk set to face The Undertaker and Brock Lesnar locked in a no-holds-barred match against Triple H. Heyman's clients prepared for war. But WrestleMania proved to be a bittersweet night for Heyman. Despite CM Punk's valiant effort, he fell short in his quest to end The Undertaker's legendary streak. And in a shocking turn of events, Brock Lesnar suffered defeat at the hands of Triple H. Later, Lesnar defeated Triple H at Extreme Rules, proving defeat merely a temporary setback. Heyman also took Curtis Axel under his wings, making him an Intercontinental Champion. This man was a phenom because anything he touched turned into gold. At 2013 Money in the Bank, Heyman turned on CM Punk, stopping him from winning the briefcase. This led to a rivalry between Punk and Lesnar under Paul's guidance. Lesnar beat Punk at SummerSlam with the help of his advocate Paul Heyman. CM Punk then challenged both Axel and Heyman to a handicap match, in which he brutally assaulted Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman also had a brief manager stint with Ryback. Heyman then left his association with Curtis Axel and took brief time off. On the December 30th episode of Raw, the WWE Universe witnessed the triumphant return of Paul Heyman, flanked by none other than the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar. Thus began a new chapter in Heyman's Hall of Fame career, standing by Lesnar's side. Heyman wasted no time making their presence felt as Lesnar unleashed his fury upon Mark Henry. Lesnar clashed with some of WWE's biggest names in the following months, including The Big Show and The Undertaker. But it was at WrestleMania XXX where Heyman and Lesnar etched their names into the history books. In a jaw-dropping turn of events, Lesnar shocked the world by ending The Undertaker's legendary undefeated streak at WrestleMania, solidifying his status as a force to be reckoned with. But Heyman's empire was not limited to Lesnar alone. Cesaro shocked the WWE Universe on the following WrestleMania by declaring himself a Paul Heyman guy. The partnership ended soon without benefiting any parties. After Triple H announced Randy Orton's challenge to John Cena at WrestleMania, Roman Reigns clashed with Orton backstage. This prompted Paul Heyman to urge Triple H to enact Plan C, which saw the return of Brock Lesnar. Lesnar then went on to defeat John Cena at SummerSlam, claiming the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. At subsequent events, Heyman remained on Lesnar's side as he defended his title against opponents like Cena and Seth Rollins. Notably, at WrestleMania 31, Heyman witnessed Rollins cash in his Money in the Bank contract, leading to Lesnar's loss in a triple threat match. Their journey continued with feuds against The Undertaker and others, culminating in Lesnar's reign as Universal Champion. Heyman's presence was pivotal, whether Lesnar triumphed or faced setbacks like his loss to Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. Heyman's involvement extended beyond ringside, including segments where he orchestrated Lesnar's assaults and negotiated title matches. Their partnership endured until WrestleMania 36, where Lesnar lost the WWE Championship to Drew McIntyre. On the August 28, 2020 episode of SmackDown, Heyman allied with returning Roman Reigns, who served as his special counsel. Together, they dominated the WWE landscape, with Heyman playing a crucial role in shaping Reigns' path to greatness. Under Heyman's guidance, Reigns asserted his dominance, retaining the Universal Championship at Crown Jewel by any means necessary. But their partnership took a dramatic turn on December 17, 2021, in this episode of SmackDown when Reigns dismissed Heyman and launched a brutal attack, only for Lesnar to intervene and save Heyman from further harm. Heyman's loyalty shifted once more on the January 3, 2022 episode of Raw, as he reconnected with Lesnar after his WWE Championship win on day 1. But the ultimate betrayal came at Royal Rumble, where Heyman double-crossed Lesnar, aiding Reigns in attacking him and allowing Bobby Lashley to capture the WWE Championship. As Reigns' reign as Universal Champion continued, Heyman acquired the monikers The Wise Man and Special Counsel, standing by Reigns' side as he cemented his legacy. Their journey culminated in a historic main event at WrestleMania 40 where Reigns, despite his valiant effort, succumbed to Cody Rhodes, yet etched his name in the WWE history, with a remarkable reign of 1,316 days as undisputed WWE Champion, ranking as the 4th longest reigning champion in WWE history. A testament to Heyman's unparalleled guidance and Reigns' indomitable spirit. In 2024, Heyman's illustrious career was further celebrated when he was announced as the first inductee in the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2024, with the honor of headlining the class. On April 5th of that year, Heyman was formally inducted, cementing his legacy as one of the greatest minds in the history of professional wrestling. Paul Heyman's impact on the world of WWE will be felt for generations to come, and as he takes his rightful place in the WWE Hall of Fame, his legacy will forever shine brightly as a beacon of innovation and excellence. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Paul Heyman's legendary career. Like and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content.